So video games are starting to get bigger and better for your PlayStation 5, and space definitely can start to get limited on your system. So in this video, I will be showing you guys how to install the WD Black SSD on your PlayStation 5. Before I get into any of that, I do want to mention that this SSD has a 7300 megabytes per second speed, and this is also the 2 terabyte. They have different kinds. The 7300 megabytes per second happens to be a tad bit faster than a stock SSD on your PlayStation 5, which is a added benefit. You have a ton of space. So now let's get straight into installing this SSD. So here we are with the overhead view, and this is the SSD card right here, as y'all guys can see. And I would like to mention, before you get into this installation, you will need some type of screwdriver to basically unscrew the plate, of course. So make sure it's the bottom tray of the PlayStation 5. As y'all guys can see, the CD tray is right here. So what I kind of do is I flip it over like this. And so basically, to get this down, you have to lift both of these parts up right here and then push down. And there we go. So I have the tray out. Let me kind of move it over like this. So here's my PlayStation 5. Everything is set to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out this actual SD card. So let me do that real quick. So once you get the SD card taken out, this is basically what you get. If I can kind of zoom in. So this is the WD Black. So the best part about this is officially licensed by PlayStation, meaning it's definitely gonna work. You don't have to worry about anything. So let's get straight into the installation. I'm gonna set this card to the side, and the first thing I'm going to do is take out my screwdriver and unscrew this port right here to the SD card slot. So once you get it out, make sure you set this in a safe space. Do not lose this screw. So I'm gonna set mine on the side right here, and I'm gonna take off the faceplate. And there we go. So if this is your first time unscrewing it, you will notice that it is an extra small screw in the inside. You will have to unscrew this as well. Make sure you put it in the right spot. So let me take this one out. So I took out this screw. Do not lose this as well. Make sure you set it to the side. So basically, it comes with a small little adapter. So whatever you put your SSD and wherever it lines up to, you gotta make sure you put that adapter right there as well to keep it in place. So I'm going to move the adapter to the 80. Just make sure you put it in the right slot, because this is where the SSD basically ends at. If I can get it in there. So I got the adapter at the 80, and the first thing you want to do is make sure you install the SSD right here face up like this. So make sure you line it up, push it in until it clicks, and bam, just like that. It's that simple. So now I'm gonna put the screw in, make sure I screw it right here. So while I'm screwing this, I also want to mention that I will show y'all guys how to format it on the actual PlayStation once you turn it on. So let me finish this real quick. Okay, I got it screwed in. I also want to mention that you don't have to screw it in all crazy tight. Just make sure you screw it until it stops and just leave it alone. I'm going to put this on, then I'm going to install it back on my TV, and then I'll switch back to you guys. So here is the moment of truth. As y'all guys can see, I'm back at my PlayStation 5. As soon as you turn on the PlayStation 5, you should get a message like this. And that will let you know that you installed the SSD correctly. And basically all I'm gonna do is go to format the M.2 SSD, which is the M Black. So let's do it. And once you formatted the SSD, it will basically show you the read speeds. This one goes all the way up to 7300 though, just to let y'all guys know this is the fastest one. So let's continue. And it basically is telling me that my SSD has been formatted, and that's pretty much it. So my SSD is formatted to my system. Super simple. It was super quick and fast. If I kind of load into my game, I'm gonna kind of take y'all to the settings and let y'all see my actual space now. So here I am at my storage. Y'all can see my console storage and the actual SSD. It's free space. It's a full 2 terabyte. It's not like the actual system that's 1 terabyte, but they take off a lot of extra memory because of the downloads of the system. But as y'all guys can see, I definitely would recommend this SSD. It's super fast. It saves a lot of space, and you definitely would love it.